Today we are making this yummy Mexican-inspired hearty soup. I'm going to start my prep by chopping up some garlic. I will first chop up the garlic, and at the end I will put it in a pile and chop it up again like this. This will turn the garlic into a fine mince. Next, we'll cut up our onions. They don't have to be tiny, but more of a small dice, just like this. This is the hard part of the prep because cutting the butternut squash is not easy. You might want to try a bigger or a serrated knife if you find cutting it with a regular knife is too difficult. I will remove the bottom half and add that in later after I've removed the seeds. For now, I will remove the skin of the squash on the other half and then cut it into small cubes. You can cut it to any size you prefer. I find this size is good for eating, not too big and not too small. Our prep work is done and we're going to cook everything up in a large pot. First, I will add my oil. Once the oil has heated up a bit, I'll add the diced onions and let that cook for a few minutes until they look translucent. I will stir occasionally to prevent the onions from sticking to the pan and make sure everything is cooked evenly. In goes the garlic, and again, I'll give it a stir and make sure everything is mixed with the onions. I will add a bay leaf to the pot to add some taste to the dish. Just remember to remove it at the end because you don't want to serve it up with the soup. And for even more flavor, I will also add some cumin, oregano, chili powder, smoked paprika, and hot pepper flakes to the pan. Once again, giving it a stir and letting the spices roast for a minute or two. Now I will add our diced butternut squash, combine it with the spices, and let it cook for a bit. I have made some vegetable stock up beforehand and will now add it to the pot. I will let it come to a boil and then reduce the heat to ensure the butternut squash is cooked. Our soup is almost done. Just a few more things to add. I have some frozen corn and some canned pinto beans that I will add to the pot. I did drain and rinse the pinto beans earlier. While it's cooking, you can add your salt and pepper to the pot. The soup is all done. We just need to simmer to ensure the squash is cooked, and then you can serve it up. I'm going to show you how I like to finish serving the soup, but you can skip this step if you want. The soup is great on its own, but I like adding chopped tomatoes, toasted pumpkin seeds, avocado, and then top it with some cilantro. These fresh toppings taste great and elevate this dish. As an added bonus, these toppings also make the dish look so pretty.